In 1971, Pakistan sent its most feared submarine, PNS Ghazi, to hunt down INS Vikrant. It never returned. Its wreckage is now in full display in India. More than 5 decades later, Pakistan is once again betting on submarines, this time with China's help. Pakistan has received its first Hangor-class submarine, a stealthy underwater hunter built on a Chinese design. Islamabad calls it a game changer, and it carries a key technology that even Indian submarines do not have yet. Does the arrival of the Hangor change the balance of naval power in the Arabian Sea? Or is it a warning that India must accelerate its own underwater modernization before the gap becomes harder to close? Pakistan's first Hangor-class submarine has now arrived in Karachi. It is the first of 8 submarines that Pakistan plans to induct by 2028. 4 are being built in China and 4 in Karachi under technology transfer arrangements. The Hangor is based on China's Type 039A submarine family. Pakistan believes these submarines will strengthen deterrence and improve its ability to operate in the Arabian Sea. Pakistan currently runs 5 Augusta-class submarines and 3 Cosmos-class midget submarines, 8 in total. Add 8 Hangor-class boats, and Pakistan's submarine fleet doubles to 16 by 2028. India runs 6 Kalvari-class submarines and the Indian-built version of the French Scorpène besides German Shishoukumar-class and Russian-origin Sindhu-Ghosh-class. India also operates 3 Arihant-class nuclear submarines. And here's a point worth noting. Pakistan has 0 nuclear-powered submarines. India has that edge, and it's not a small one. So what is the big deal with the Hangor-class submarines? The answer is the Air Independent Propulsion technology, or the AIP. These submarines come fitted with this tech. Here's why AIP matters. A conventional diesel-electric submarine has to surface or come close to the surface regularly to recharge its batteries using air. Every time it does that, it becomes visible. AIP changes that equation. It lets a submarine stay submerged for extended periods without snorkeling. That means longer patrols, quieter operations, and a much harder target to track. India's Kalvari-class submarines are highly capable platforms, but AIP integration is still part of future upgrade plans. That creates a temporary capability gap in underwater endurance, and that is why India's indigenous AIP program has become strategically important. The Hangor is bigger than the Kalvari, 2,800 tons against roughly 1,775 tons. Bigger means more fuel, more weapons, longer range, close to 8,500 nautical miles. It's also reportedly being armed with the Babur 3, a nuclear-capable cruise missile with a 450-kilometer range, giving Pakistan an underwater strike option deep into the mainland. But bigger isn't automatically better. Analysts point out the smaller Kalvari-class is more agile in shallow depth areas. The Hangor's size could make it easier to detect in those same waters. So, this is 2 different submarines built for 2 different jobs, not a simple upgrade versus outdated story. India is still waiting for some of its next-generation submarine projects to move faster. Several Indian conventional submarines are aging. The Navy has repeatedly stressed the need for more boats, faster construction, and rapid induction of advanced platforms. India's Project 75 program has been in the works for almost 30 years and is still stuck at the contracting stage. It's a deal with Germany's ThyssenKrupp for 6 AIP submarines, worth $8 to $10 billion, and it still isn't finalized. India's own DRDO-developed AIP system has cleared land trials but hasn't been fitted onto the existing Kalvari fleet yet. The process should start from December 2026. This isn't just about submarines and technology. The Hangor deal is part of a much larger pattern. China already delivered J-10CE fighter jets to Pakistan in 2022, jets that Pakistan used in its recent conflict with India. Now China is building Pakistan's submarine fleet too. For Beijing, this is about extending its naval reach into the Indian Ocean, India's backyard, through a partner. For Pakistan, it's about closing the conventional military gap with India using Chinese technology and Chinese financing, estimated at $4 to $5 billion for all 8 boats. In 1971, India's Navy found and sank a Pakistani submarine before it could do damage. That edge came from preparation, not panic. Today, Pakistan has a funded, on-schedule submarine program backed by China. India has a nuclear submarine edge and a stronger anti-submarine network, but a modernization program buried in paperwork. The Hangor's arrival in Karachi isn't just Pakistan's milestone. It's a deadline India didn't choose, but has to meet anyway.
If they had a nuclear weapon,
The old rules are breaking. Alliances are shifting.
Apologize again to the victims of the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein.
Wars are redrawing maps. Oil routes can shake economies overnight. One election in America can impact markets in Mumbai.
no tax on tips.
One move by China can alter the balance in Asia. One conflict in West Asia can hit every Indian household. This is no longer a distant story. This is our story. Your story. Because for the first time in decades, India is not watching from the sidelines. India is rising. India is negotiating. India is balancing rivals. India is building military strength. India is shaping trade routes. India is becoming central to the new global order. And yet, most global news is still told through someone else's lens. Washington's lens, Beijing's lens, London's lens. But where is India's lens? Where is the platform that explains the world from our perspective? Welcome to India's Axis, a new destination for geopolitics, strategy and power seen through India's eyes. From Neighborhood Watch to the biggest global stories that matter to you. Why tensions in the Taiwan Strait matter to India. How one move by China can affect India's security. What turmoil in Pakistan means for regional stability. How Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, and Bhutan shape India's neighborhood. Why oil choke points can hit your wallet. How wars abroad can reshape India's security. This is not noise. This is not shouting. This is not recycled headlines. This is sharp, intelligent storytelling. Daily explainers, war room analysis, strategic conversations. Because news is everywhere, but perspective is rare, and in the age of confusion, clarity is power. Axis is for the audience that wants more than headlines. The axis of global power is shifting. India is at the center of that shift. It's time the world was explained accordingly, to understand the world through India's strategic lens. Subscribe now.